it's a false teaching. If you know, somebody brings to you science that is exact, and they say, well, you know, this is an anomaly, or you know, like your numbers were off, or and you get proven wrong, and you continue with that, it's a false teaching. You know what I'm saying? So I know that you have shown proof, and I have in Buddhism just what I just said, that if science doesn't apply to it, it's a false teaching. It's the same thing.
Exactly. And one of the things we say is we stand to be corrected. You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
So
you can learn.
Exactly. So if it's something that I've been studying and learning or whatever, when we build with each other, that's no different than presenting that study to our own scientific community.
Absolutely.
You know?
Okay, good night. Love you too, man.
Peace. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's presenting your research to the scientific community, and people have an opportunity to add on to it or take away from it. So that's build or destroy. You know, if a person adds on to it, you take it back to the lab, and then you add on to it. If it's something you've never experienced before, you've never actually strived to use, you put it into practice to see how it applies. You know, but you're always making those type of adjustments. You're open to learning and to stand to be corrected, because you may present something and somebody is like, well, I think you need to take that away. You got to be open to that, you know what I'm saying? Because that may make whatever it is that you've been studying that much more sound. And when you do that, it's like most people, when they're artists and they're using pencils, they oftentimes don't like using that eraser. You're supposed to be open to using both sides of that pencil.
So you need to be susceptible to constructive criticism. I mean, you know, that you just described to me not only the art of the teachings, but also in a way is Kung Fu. You know, you're talking about being fluid. You know, and I mean, like I've cross-referenced everything in my book, you know, and some of this stuff's taken from ancient samurai teachings. Like when you're in a samurai battle with somebody, you keep your eyes locked. You know what I mean? And it should come to the point, if you are a better swordsman, that as our eyes are locked, if I look over there real quick, your attention is going to go over there. You get what I'm saying? And so when you're looking at something from a different perspective, example would be as a painter. You're up close and you're painting it, and you can't really see what like a third party can see. It's valuable to be able to have that third party perspective that is unbiased and can see from a different plane. You get what I'm saying? Because you might have made the proportions different, you might have, you know, slanted to the right, you know, like whatever it may be that you can't see, because maybe you got one leg that's shorter than the other, so everything you do slants. You know what I mean? And you can't tell because you're slanted. You know? So you need somebody who's got two legs that are equal. And that allows you to balance. It's the focal point. It's the still point. It's the fulcrum. That's how anything works. The fact that it works is what we should be talking about. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's function. You know, how does it function? How does it work?
You know, like if I got a pencil and I put another pencil on top, there's going to be a certain point where that pencil will balance perfectly. Why is it that certain point? You know, and people could say, well, it's got to do with the weight distribution, the size, and you know, all of the physical qualities. But what is that point of balance? You know, what is that vantage point in the painting? You know what I mean? What is that point in your mind where you can have a balanced life? What is a balanced nutrition in that your body is accepting it and not rejecting it? You know what I mean? Everything we do has to be with balance. One of my chapters is on balance. Can you guess which one?
6th chapter.
I think so. I gotta check, make sure. Yep. So
equality.
Exactly. So equality is balance, right? So I want 5%ers to read this book and look at chapter 6 and say, why is chapter 6 balance? And, you know, they might just skim over that and be like, well, it's equality. I know that.
Yeah.
Well, you're not balanced then, because you're saying that you know everything. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to take you back. Every word that's in here, I'm trying to take you back to that still point. You know, so that you're not getting away from yourself and you're actually hearing what's being talked about.
Sure indeed. Yeah. So, man, I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, before we leave, where can people find the book at?
It's on Amazon right now.
Okay.
So they could type in Secret Teachings of the Hidden Masters. They could find me on Facebook, Ken Cosentino, Cosentino. I also have a website, which is theniagarian.com, Niagarian. And that's it right now. I mean, I have copies available, so people locally, you know, if they want to save on the shipping or they want to get it autographed, they can come directly to me, and you know, I'm happy to do that.
Okay. Do you have an email that people can reach you at as well?
My email address is white, W-H-I-T-E, lion, L-I-O-N, Inc., I-N-C, @gmail.com.
Okay.
You know, I'm just interested in speaking to people who are interested in the teachings and sacred wisdom, you know, and I'm also interested in learning more about your culture, which is really our culture, but I can't claim anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm interested in speaking with people from different walks of life and having them read the book and then getting feedback on it, because I am working on a series.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, peace, bro.
Cool, man. Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
No doubt.